So the first task this week is going to be all about the order of operations. Now, hopefully this is a reminder for you. The one thing that maybe is not a reminder is that we're going to also talk about powers. Now, when I say powers, I mean things like 3 squared. Now, as a reminder, 3 squared means 3 times 3, or that is the same as 9. Now you'll see why I've put that in there in a minute. It's going to be really useful when you come to task 2 because we're going to be talking about squaring things as part of our circles topic. So as a reminder of order of operation, we always do things in brackets first. Now for today I've avoided putting any brackets in, but they're always first. Then we deal with any powers, and I'm actually going to take my powers and write them as a multiply to help us out here. We then do multiplying or dividing, and we always start on the left and do any on the left and then do any on the right. Then we do adding and subtracting. So this first calculation, I'm working my way down. There are no brackets, there are no powers, but there is a multiply. So that's the very first thing I'm going to do is that multiply, or that times. So this calculation becomes 5 plus, and 7 times 3 is 21. Next thing I'm going to do, well, 5, and I've done all my multiplies and divides, so I'm now doing the adding. 5 add 21 is 26. Next calculation. Now there are no brackets and no powers, but there is a multiply. In fact, there's a multiply there and a multiply there. So we're going to do those two things first, and then we'll do the subtract in the middle. So 3 times 5 is 15. We keep the subtract in the middle. 2 times 4 is 8. And now we do the subtracting steps. We've done all our multiplying and dividing, so now we can do our subtraction. 15 take away 8 is 7. Now, third calculation has this new thing in it because it's got the powers. So it's got no brackets, but it does have powers. It's got this squared up here, and that's going to be super important. Remember, 3 squared means 3 times 3. So I'm going to rewrite that. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. So I can go 5 times, and 3 times 3, which is what 3 squared means, gives me 9. Now I can do 5 times 9 and get 45. Same idea for the last one. We are working our way down order of operations. We've got powers. We've got a squared there, so we're going to deal with that first. So we've got 4 plus, don't change that bit. 8 squared means 8 times 8. That is 64. So you can work out in your head, or at the side you can write 8 times 8 and then look it up in your tables or check it. It gives us 64. Now we've got no multiplies, so we can go straight to the add. 4 plus 64 is 68, and we've got our answer. Now this is super important that you use your order of operations correctly, because if you don't, you will get the wrong answers. You'll get answers which don't fit and are not the same as everyone else's answers to the same question, because they're all using the same order of operations. So it's super important you use this when you do your calculations. Have a go at the questions, see how you get on, but keep remembering to work down your list. Do anything in brackets first, then deal with your powers, then do your multiplies and divides, and then your add or subtract, and give each operation a step of its own. So I did a multiply in the first step, then an add in my second step. Here I did my multiplies in my first step, and my take away in my second step. These ones down here, I did my power in my first step, and then either my times or my add in the second step. So give each step a line of working to keep yourself on the right tracks. Right. Hope you can get on with the questions with that, but do ask questions if you're not sure on the group.